On January 20th, 2025, the Trump administration launched an attack on diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI. Two executive orders signaled a stark reversal of progress. These orders mandated the removal of DEI-related policies across government agencies. This included erasing references to LGBTQ+ identities. These orders are not mere bureaucratic maneuvering. They represent a deliberate attempt to erase marginalized communities from the national conversation. By framing DEI initiatives as radical, the administration seeks to delegitimize marginalized groups. This attack on DEI is part of a broader assault on human rights and social justice. The consequences are far-reaching and potentially devastating. By silencing marginalized communities, the administration creates a climate of fear and intimidation. This makes it harder to report discrimination and abuse. The rollback of DEI initiatives undermines efforts to create a just and equitable society. The Trump administration's assault on DEI has had a chilling effect on anti-trafficking efforts. Government agencies were directed to remove references to LGBTQ+ identities, race, and immigration status from their communications. This has sent shockwaves through the anti-trafficking community. Organizations must comply or risk losing crucial federal funding. This climate of fear silences the unique vulnerabilities of LGBTQ+ individuals, people of color, and immigrants. The erasure of these identities has life-or-death consequences. Removing references to LGBTQ+ identities erases the experiences of countless LGBTQ+ youth. Similarly, removing references to race and immigration status ignores systemic vulnerabilities. Without acknowledging these factors, targeted interventions become impossible. The Trump administration's actions jeopardize the safety and well-being of countless individuals.
Silencing this discussion deters reporting, benefits traffickers, and fuels further marginalization.
Experts in the field of anti-trafficking have been unanimous in their condemnation of the Trump administration's DEI rollback. Jose Alfaro, a survivor of human trafficking and a consultant on the issue, spoke out against the policy changes, stating that silencing this discussion deters reporting, benefits traffickers, and fuels further marginalization. His words underscore the very real dangers posed by these directives. Other experts have echoed Alfaro's concerns, emphasizing that the rollback endangers minors, hinders program tailoring, and creates a climate of fear. They argue that by removing references to marginalized communities, the administration is effectively blinding itself to the realities of human trafficking. The information that is being suppressed is crucial for understanding the patterns of exploitation, identifying victims, and developing effective prevention and intervention strategies. The chilling effect of these policy changes extends beyond the immediate impact on service provision. There is a growing concern about potential retaliation for speaking out against the DEI rollback. This fear of reprisal further silences dissent and creates an environment where critical voices are stifled. The consequences of this silencing are far-reaching, impacting not just the field of anti-trafficking, but also broader efforts to promote social justice and equality.
Section 4. A chilling effect, the suppression of data and its consequences. The Trump administration's DEI rollback includes alarming data suppression. By banning data on race and LGBTQ+ identity, marginalized communities are erased from records. This hinders anti-trafficking efforts and resource allocation. In King County, 84% of child sex trafficking victims are black. Yet, black residents are only 7% of the population. This disparity shows the need for targeted interventions. The data ban makes tracking disparities and solutions impossible. Major police departments have stopped collecting data on race and LGBTQ+ identity. This raises concerns about addressing hate-based violence. Without accurate data, identifying bias patterns and holding perpetrators accountable is impossible. Section 5. The broader implications. A step backwards for human rights. The Trump administration's assault on DEI is not merely an attack on specific policies or programs. It represents a broader assault on the very principles of human rights and social justice. By attempting to erase the identities and experiences of marginalized communities, the administration is sending a clear message that their lives and struggles do not matter. This message has profound implications for the future of American society. It undermines efforts to create a more just and equitable world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, regardless of their race, sexual orientation, gender identity, or immigration status. The rollback of DEI initiatives is a stark reminder that the fight for equality is far from over. It is imperative that we resist these harmful policies and continue to fight for a world where everyone is valued and respected. We must challenge the dangerous rhetoric that seeks to divide us and work to build bridges of understanding and empathy. The future of our democracy depends on it.